each of them are almost like mini movies. The cast change, the worlds change, the sets, the lighting. So many.
Congratulations on the show. I absolutely loved it. I suppose we'll start with you, Kirby. So I wanted to ask, the graphic novels, I mean, New York Times bestseller list, they were so popular. So I was wondering, did you know of them before joining this? Like, because some people are huge fans, some people have never heard of it. It's like one of those type of projects. So did you have to suddenly dive in and start researching, or did you know about it already?
I did know. I'd read the Sandman years ago, and Brilliant. So I had a knowledge of not only the books but of this character, because I loved Death. I thought she was fantastic, and that was a character that always stayed with me. But in getting this role, it gave me the opportunity to revisit the graphic novels in a way and see things that I had not either remembered or not seen before. You know, when you read something or you watch something again, there's always things that you notice the second time around that you didn't the first time.
Yes.
I think that's the power of this, you know, this epic comic book, is that every time you go back to it, you will find something different. You will see something different. The artwork is incredible. And I think so much of that has been brought to the show, and I hope fans are happy.
Yeah, and there's so much to every character. I mean, Jenna, for you, how did you get involved, and what did you think of your character when you read the script for the first time? Is what you expected?
It's really interesting, actually. I was sent the first 2 episodes, and then I was sent some material, but Alan and Neil didn't tell me who and what it was. So there was a bit of like mystery around it. So I had a really instinctive take on the character before I knew it was Constantine. And then I got on a call with Alan, and then he kind of told me, we're looking at Lady Joanna Constantine, the ancestor, but then we want to basically have you play the 2 roles.
Yes.
But instinctively, it was there, or everything about the character being kind of armored and hidden and with a big heart, but it's all about deflection and being closed off. And I started to go down looking at Constantine's history and looking at some of the other movies. And then it got to the point where I felt that I didn't want to be too influenced. And a lot of that's in exorcism research.
I mean, there is that dark. Say again?
It's very hard to find.
Is it?
Yeah,
I never looked. I suppose it would be. I suppose it would be. But there is that darkness to this. That's why it's so brilliant. It delves into so many realms. I mean, Gwendoline, you're Lucifer. So what's it like to embrace that character, I suppose? Was it fun? To me, it strikes me as probably a fun character to play, because it is that dark and different.
It was so fun. And it was so fun to excavate myself for those parts that wanted to speak. But the idea of someone who was God's favorite, who has been cast out, and the idea of a lifetime of disappointments and of boredom and of disconnection. And, you know, I was offered as a pretty sparkling array of costumes as well to wear. But what I really loved about it was that Alan Heinberg has done a superb job of translating this from the comics to the screen. And it's clear that he and Neil have worked so closely together. So although we have a new Lucifer in this, it retains the essence of the origin. It retains the essence of the source, and is perhaps something that Neil might think would be around now, particularly with the landscape of the world we live in.
Yeah, and I was wondering, was this film then we'll go to you, Kirby, during COVID times? Was it the type of thing where actually you didn't get to hang out with each other? There's a lot of interviews I'm doing now, people are saying, we actually were behind Perplex, or Perspex, whatever, when we'd see each other off set. Was this like that? Or did you actually get to hang out as a cast of Bond?
No, we didn't. And not only did we shoot during the pandemic, so we didn't get to do table reads and cast meets or things like that. You'll see this is every episode is so different. I mean, each of them are almost like mini movies. The cast change, the worlds change, the sets, the lighting, so many things change. Time frames, like it's such a rich world that even if we did have that time together, we wouldn't have shot it all together anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. Listen, guys, thank you so much for talking to me. A pleasure, and congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.